Premier Heating and Air has rebates on new units starting at $1,000. Indoor air quality products are free with the purchase of a new unit, and all types of financing are available for new units and for repairs. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company. Log on to dublin.premierishere.com or call 478-300-2633. And for a limited time only, enjoy a one-time exclusive offer for new customers with our dispatch fee waived on your next repair. So call or log on today. Premier is here.
Welcome to our May, I cannot believe it is May already, our May First Friday Business Breakfast. We have a wonderful, wonderful program for you today. I hope you have enjoyed a great breakfast. Mike and the crew at Cracker Barrel always do a great job for us. We appreciate them. So I hope you enjoyed that breakfast. At this time, we're going to return thanks, and that'll be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. If you would, bow and pray with me. Father, we love you, and again, we thank you for each and every new day of life that you give us, Lord, an opportunity again to serve you, to grow in your love and your likeness, and to share that love with others. And just the opportunity, Lord, that we have to make this community a better place to live, to learn, to work, and to play for your glory. We thank you for each and every opportunity. We thank you for the food that's been provided this morning. We ask that you bless it to the nourishment of our bodies and our bodies to your service in Christ's name. Amen. Amen. If you would, join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. We'll change up just a second before we introduce our panel of speakers today. I want to ask if you are a first-time attendee. I know we've got quite a few this morning for the First Friday breakfast. If you would just raise your hand really briefly so we could recognize you. Thank you. We appreciate you being here. And for all of our regular attendees, if you saw someone raise their hand, please take the opportunity to go over, welcome them, thank them for being with us this morning, and welcome them into the family. And then again, speaking of some of our first-time attendees, we have another very important guest with us this morning. I know it's his first breakfast, and so I'm going to call on Mr. Guy Cochran real briefly if he would introduce one of our new leaders in town here.
Thank you, Heath. We have our new president of the Development Authority, Mitch Griggs. As best we can tell, no relation to Paul Griggs. We're not sure about that. Mitch starts today, so we're real excited. And he comes to us from Blairsville. We spent a decade working economic development there. We're going to get enough of the mountains down here to the flat ground with gnats. So we're going to get some gnats. Joe, welcome, Mitch, when you get a chance.
Welcome, Mitch. Welcome. We're glad to have you, Mitch. With that, I'm going to turn things over again. We changed a little bit this morning in our program. Dr. O.J. Hall, our incoming chair at the Chamber, is going to lead our program. Help me welcome Dr. Hall to the podium.
Good morning. It is indeed a beautiful day outside, and it is indeed a great day for business in Dublin, Georgia. I'm going to get out your way so we can get along with the program. And so up first, we're going to have City Talk from City Manager Josh Powell.
Good morning, everybody. Glad to be with you this morning. I can't believe it's already May, but it is here, and May the 4th be with you when that comes around, too. Thank you for that. my generation. I do want to tell you, last night we had our first council meeting of the month, and the City Council had a first reading of an ordinance to prohibit the establishment of any new vape shops in the city limits. I don't know if you've seen, but we've noticed at the city level just how many of these have popped up recently, and there's a lot of stuff yet to be determined about the effects of vaping on the human body. Particularly, I was talking to Dr. Hall about what he's seeing in the school systems, and I know that they're even into the middle school and even younger ages that are being affected by this. And that's our concern at the city level. Our mayor and council members are wanting to do everything they can to make sure that our community is safe. And the people that are most susceptible to getting hooked on vaping are the youth in our community. So we're hoping to, at least do what we can to limit the access to it. So the ordinance is out there. It's on our city website. If you want to go take a look at that, and if you have any feedback or comments on that, please let me know. I do want to say we do appreciate, for those of you that come to City Hall regularly, we appreciate your patience with us as we're still under construction up there. They're finally replacing the marble pieces on the front of the building, on the front facade, and that is going to be kind of a slow process. It should be finished though by the end of the month, and then hopefully the front door of City Hall will be back open. If you haven't been up 441 North in a while, I would encourage you to go take a look at the new fire station that's being constructed. It's now got the nice glass red front doors on it, which looks very nice on the big bays. So that's going to be a really nice facility. And in fact, the council members last night approved some additional equipment that's going to be needed for the functioning of that facility. So we're really excited about that. It should be finished in June, and we're going to have a grand ribbon cutting sometime in July. So we'll be coordinating that with you. But there's just a few things going on with the city, and I appreciate you having me here this morning. Thank you.
In the spirit of newness, as we recognize first-time visitors and a new leader in the economic development, we also have one of our newly elected county commissioners who's going to come up and give us the county talk this morning. Please help me welcome Mr. Jared Mathis.
Good to be here this morning. I am Jared Mathis, and a new commissioner in District 3. OJ and I actually went to elementary school together down at the old Millville School, if anybody remembers where that was on 338, but a great guy. In the county, there's a lot of stuff going on, and we got a lot of progress, I feel like, being made. We have sometime later this summer, we're going to start construction on a bigger, newer EMS station on County Farm Road to be able to get all our ambulances inside and under shelter. Right now, those guys have to go out in the weather, when they get a call to get in their vehicle to get started, and they're already hot and cold or whatever. So that'll be taking place this summer. One thing we just done, we had a county workshop down in Savannah this last weekend at the ACCG conference, and we voted to make our new 911 center be next gen 911. So probably in 2026, I think all that would be online, and we'll have basically the best you can have. It'll be a state-of-the-art 911 center here for Lawrence County. It serves the whole county, so both county and city. Our commissioner meetings, we have those on the first Tuesday and third Tuesday of every month. So our first meeting in May will be this coming up Tuesday, and it's 5:30 on the first Tuesday and a lunchtime meeting on the third. This Tuesday, we have a new recruit class that'll be sworn in from the fire department. They have 21 new volunteers, which is a lot. And a lot of people don't realize that the county fire department is still predominantly volunteers, and we're trying to do what we can to get those numbers boosted back up. It had fell way, way off in the last several years, so we'll probably have a lot of people at this next meeting, but I'll still encourage you to come and get involved and know what's going on. And if any of you have younger, children, or I guess maybe let's say teenage young adults, the fire department would love to have them. They get a lot of life skill training in the fire department. Mr. Cliff Cruz learned everything he knows from the fire department. So a lot of people don't know it, but Mr. Cliff actually started the Lawrence County Volunteer Fire Department years and years ago. He don't get a lot of credit for that, but he's the guy. So a big shout out to him, but that's still going, and hopefully we can make it better. If any of you are available tomorrow, Kids Cup is having their annual event at the Dublin Lawrence County Airport, W.H. Bud Barron Airport. So we have a lot of planes coming in. We're going to have fire trucks there, ambulances there, a lot of people from the community, but it's donation only to benefit Kids Cup, and they really serve a lot of kids in the community. So if you don't have anything to do from 9 to 2 tomorrow, come out to the airport, drop some money in their donation box, and look at the planes and enjoy what Lawrence County's got to offer. The airport is booming, by the way. We've got 2 new hangars under construction right now, and I'm not going to say who the individual is, but probably by the end of the year, you'll see the largest jet based in Dublin that's ever been here. And so we got all that stuff coming. There's a lot going on. The grounds look great, so come out and see us tomorrow if you got time. And I appreciate being here, and thank y'all for your support. Yep.
I think the future for Oconee Fall Line Technical College is bright. We have a 99.9% placement rate at OFTC. That means the students who come in our doors are going to get a job, and we're very proud of that. We're always looking at anything that can prepare our students and our graduates to meet the needs of the workforce. Things are changing all over the world, and we want to make sure that our students are globally competitive. We want to empower our students and give them a thriving learning experience so that they can soar to new heights.
It's Kubota Orange Days, now through June 30th. Get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,000 off select compact tractors.
Take advantage of Mid-State Tractor's Orange Days with 0% 0 down right now on all L-Series tractors. We'll see you soon at Mid-State Tractor.
I must say, my classmate did a phenomenal job to have just found out he was going to be up here speaking and giving us the county updates about 2 minutes ago. But welcome indeed. I'm going to go through the chamber talk real quick so we can move on with the program. The post-legislative update will be on May 13th. The Georgia Assembly session has concluded, and bills passed by both houses are now headed to the governor for his approval. Come and get the latest updates with Senator Larry Walker and Representative Matt Hatchett. There is limited seating, so be sure to register, and there are only a few seats left. The 5th Ladies' Day of Golf will be held on July 24th. We have already had a few registrations. Thank you so much to Nichols Cawley and our title sponsor. In sponsorship talk today, we're being sponsored by Access Spine and Pain, and so we're going to give Ms. Samantha Morrell an opportunity to come up and speak.
Hi, I'm Samantha Morrell, and I'm with Access Spine and Pain. We have been in business since 2006. Our Dublin location has been open since 2019. We do interventional pain management. I know people hear pain management, they think of black hole and pills, but we specialize in injections to help relieve pain. I have 6 providers, 3 nurse practitioners, and they're very conservative. They don't do the fentanyl, they don't do morphine, they don't do pain pumps. So we're excited to be a part of the chamber now here in Dublin. We're here 2 days a week now with our providers. So if you guys have pain or know somebody that does, we'd love an opportunity to show you what a true pain doctor can do, not a pain mill. So thank you.
All right, the next person that we will hear from is our speaker for today, Ms. Sarah Colby. Ms. Sarah Colby, along with her family, has called Dublin home for the past 17 years. She has a background in real estate and finance and is a graduate of Mercer University, where she earned a degree in organizational leadership. Currently, she serves as a Dublin at-large city council member and volunteer coordinator for the Rotary's Read to Lead, a mentor-based program aimed at improving childhood literacy in Lawrence County. In her new role as the director of the Dublin Lawrence Chamber Foundation, Sarah combines her passion for economic development, literacy, and community growth. Give Sarah a welcome as she shares a joint vision for that hope and how you can partner with the Chamber Foundation to see those hopes realized. Let's give her a round of applause as she comes forward.
Man, it's been a long time since I've held a microphone. Thank you so much. This is a full house. It means so much to me to be able to share what's going on in my new role as the Chamber Foundation Director. But I want you to think about just for a moment the questions here on this screen. Think about what your first job was. Think about those first skills that you learned, the correction that you got, and who you were corrected by. I would love for you to write down or type into your phones the name of the first person that comes to mind that invested in you as either a worker or a community member. I think of my band director at Cairo High School. Somehow he had the miraculous ability to get 225 students walking in step and performing well for football and playing in harmony. His name was Joe A. David III, and his motto was, be at the right time, at the right place, with the right equipment and the right attitude, ready to work. And that motto has stayed with me over 30 years to date. And I think about him a lot. He's passed on, but his legacy of 30 years working with students in the community has continued to move Cairo and Grady County forward. But imagine all the students that he had over 30 years at an average of 200 students a year in the band program and what he did. You have that same ability to impact and connect as employers and as community leaders. So welcome to the Dublin-Lawrence County Community Foundation. We've been quietly working behind the scenes for the last 2.5 years. This 501c3 nonprofit was formed in 2023 with the goal of building economic development within our community and partnering with existing entities. So you see our board of directors. These are the people that you reach out to on an everyday basis for a lot of other reasons as well. And they form the board of directors here. And our goal is to work with existing entities that are within the city of Dublin and Lawrence County to move workforce development forward. So let's look at some of the goals. So when this workforce development group got together, and they said, we have a big issue with workforce in our community. We have an issue with reliability, people showing up on time, which all of you did here this morning. I'm impressed. It's early this morning. We have issues with workforce barriers. We have issues with childcare. We have issues with literacy and early learning. And these leaders within our community said, we want to do something about it. We don't want to just meet. We don't want to just talk about it and complain about our problems. We want to see action steps forward. And so they created an action plan to move these specific areas forward. Early learning and childcare, supporting literacy efforts throughout our community, breaking down workforce barriers and creating new pathways to employment, and being innovative while they go about it. So I have some really exciting news to share with you that is you're going to hear here only. So I'm so grateful and thankful you're here this morning because we want big wins for our community. We want to work with each and every entity that's already existing to move workforce development in our community. So we have Miss Tanya Rogers with Smurfett Westrock. She's our HR coordinator, and she came to the Chamber Foundation and said, we need a way to highlight manufacturing industry in our community. And there is such a thing as Manufacturing Day. It's the first Friday in October. And we want to see our industries come together alongside with workforce development partners to highlight the amazing careers that we have. Did you know that Smurfett Westrock starts at $35 an hour? Did you know that we have community businesses here and industries here that are six-figure jobs that are available to our community members without a high school diploma? We want our community members to understand the value of the jobs that we have brought here, and I'm so grateful Mitch is back there doing the work, bringing our community forward with the development of the Economic Development Authority. But we know that small business and you as business leaders are the ones who are bringing 85% of the employment opportunities to our community. So we're so excited to share with you some of the opportunities that you have to partner together with us as a community. So we came up with the idea of doing an AIM 2 Summit. AIM stands for AI, Automation, Innovation. We have Megatronics and machining. So we are looking at doing a large expo. Think of the Moultrie Ag Expo on steroids, but we're going to be focusing on these industries and how they are changing our region and our community. So we're going to have large equipment on the outside of OFTC that will be kind of touch-a-truck and demonstrations, seeing how large equipment changes everything from the Savannah ports to our local industries like forklift demonstrations. Then inside, we're gonna have exhibitors from local industries and regional industries. We'll have engineering departments from 3 statewide universities that will then present tactile and demonstratable activities for students to come by and either put on VR headsets and look at the career at Smurfett West Rock or Georgia Power. We'll have tactile programs for ages middle school and up. So this is not just for our middle schoolers and our high schoolers. I think it's really important for each of us as community leaders to understand the workforce opportunities that are available to each and every person in our community. So we're inviting all of our community leaders, our civic groups, our educators, our HR associates to come out and make this not just a job fair for potential employees, but a way to educate our public about the opportunities that are available right here in Dublin-Lawrence County. So we're really excited to do that. Put that date on your calendar. And the second thing I want to share with you, big win for the fall, we just submitted our application for Georgia Flex. Georgia Flex is a statewide program that serves rural communities, focusing on high school entrepreneurship. How many of you made up your own job when you were young? I went and picked blackberries at the end of my dead-end road in Glenville, Georgia, and I put them in little green strawberry baskets and I sold them to my neighbors. How many of you had babysitting jobs or newspaper routes, or you mowed somebody's lawn, right? You found ways to support yourself in the things that you wanted to buy, and you didn't always depend on your parents. I think we need more of that today. So we're excited to partner with Georgia Flex. The Chamber Foundation is paying our annual entry into this program, which will be a leadership and innovation program for high school students across our community. It is not school-based. So any 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th grader in Lawrence County can compete in this Shark Tank style competition and win up to $10,000 in cash prizes towards running their businesses. What is interesting about this to me is regardless if these businesses continue or not, the public speaking skills, the financial skills, the personal finance, and the interactions with our personal community, our business leaders and mentors throughout the community are going to make them the next better employees, and they may even become our next employers. So I'm really excited to bring this program. We're going to be building a leadership team over the next couple of months to bring this to Dublin-Lawrence County community-wide. You'll see that in September of this year. The way that that looks like is every 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grader in Lawrence County has the opportunity to submit a business plan after attending a workshop with local mentors. Then they will actually submit that business plan and paperwork to be judged. If they are chosen, they will receive a small seed loan from our local foundation, and they will begin operating their business. They may already have an existing business that they want to participate and compete in. They will start their business and they will work with a mentor, business mentor, one-on-one for a few months, and they will attend additional workshops and develop that business. They will engage in a Shark Tank style pitch, and it will be narrowed down from 10 to 3, and then in round 3, it will be narrowed down from 3 to 1, and our grand prize winner here locally is guaranteed to win at least $2,500 in cash. I hope this motivates our students to learn more about business and more about finance. And so that winner here locally will then go to state, where they have a chance to win $10,000 in cash. I had the opportunity to go to state finals earlier in the month, and it was impressive to say the least. These kids are amazing. So last year the winner was a young lady who created a line of like bath and body products, and this year was a diesel mechanic. He was part of a CTAE program, and he had an idea of creating a shop that could customize diesel trucks. So these are across the board, open to students who are interested in every facet of business. There was another student who competed and won second place, and she had a marketing business. So it's open across the board for all types of interests. So you'd be looking out for that. We'll give you some information about how you can plug in. The last thing I want to talk about is literacy in Lawrence County. Literacy in Lawrence County is crucial to the success of our workforce. If our students can't read, they can't perform, they cannot learn. We understand that up until 3rd grade, we learn to read, and after 3rd grade, we read to learn. And if we cannot have literate students and literate employees, our community is going to fail. So we are looking for ways to support our existing literacy efforts within our community. We've got Rhonda Walker here, one of our board members, and she has Literacy in Lawrence, a Lawrence County initiative that works with our local child care centers, getting them quality rated, getting them the proper materials that they need for these early learning centers, and making sure that there are books available throughout our community. If you have seen little libraries in our community, you have seen Rhonda Walker's hand at work. So how can you support Rhonda and her literacy efforts? Number one, you can scan this QR code. This QR code is going to take you to her Facebook landing page, and like and follow and share her Facebook page. You can reach out to Rhonda about reading to a classroom, reading in a child care center, partnering with the child care center to make sure that they have the materials that they need. You can also help her fill up little libraries around town. I'm sure each of you has a stash of books somewhere that would be appropriate for children or adults that we can help fill those up. I got lots of QR codes this morning because I want you to engage. I'm tired of sitting and I'm tired of just meeting, and I'm ready to work, and I hope you are too. So I want to tell you a little bit about Read to Lead. Read to Lead is a Rotary-started initiative 2 years ago. Travis Kraft, then president, came to me and he said, we've got to do something about literacy in Lawrence County. Read to Lead was born, and we have partnered with Dublin City Schools. We have 72 volunteers that go into the school system weekly to read with 3rd graders. Maya Kellum is one of our media specialists at Susie Dasher, and she says she's so excited to have us there because it's given the students a new motivation to learn to read. These are students that are just at the cusp of reading at grade level. They have the ability, they just need some extra motivation. So business mentors throughout the community are partnered with students within the school system, and they show up every single week to spend 30 minutes with that child. How many of you in here are Read to Lead volunteers? I see a few, yeah. Talk to one of us today about volunteering, because sign up is now for the 25-26 school year. That's crazy to say. But if you want to start volunteering with us in September, you're committed for a full school year, please do that. So you can reach out to us at readtoleadvolunteer.com. You can also sign up for Volunteer Training Day. Volunteer Training Day is required and mandatory, and it's only required for the first year you volunteer with us, and your background check and your training is good for 5 years. So come visit us on May the 14th at Heart of Georgia RESA. Get trained. You can scan this QR code and it'll take you directly to sign up for training. If you have 30 minutes a week to give to a child to help literacy in Lawrence County, if you cannot show up every week, sign up, go to the training and become a substitute, right? So there are ways that you can engage with us. All right, I guess my last slide's not working. Let's just see. We'll just go back. All right, so here's my contact information. If you want to know how to connect with the Chamber Community Foundation, this is a long name. So you're going to hear me say the Chamber Community Foundation, and I hope you know what I'm talking about, because I'm not going to say, and Heath and I were talking about, I don't think we can create an acronym for this. So we are going to keep moving forward. So I want to go back all the way to what we started at. That table talk slide. It asked you who your first employer was, who were the people who spoke into your life, who gave you some of those first skills, and what were those first jobs that you had. Think about that one person in your life that gave you a skill. It might have been your mom or your dad. to be detail-oriented, to be focused, to be reliable, to be honest, to have clear and concise communication, those skills that you've brought with you throughout your job experience. Think about that one person and reach out to them this week. I challenge you to do that and tell them the impact that they've made in your life. That's the type of impact we are hoping as a community we can make in our young people's lives, and not just our young people's, but inspiring people to live up to their full potential as adults as well. So partner with us at the Dublin Lawrence County Chamber Community Foundation. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. If you have money that you want to donate somewhere, that you want to see these action items come into play, then partner with us that way. Look for additional information on Flex and on Aim to Summit. And I'm so grateful you're here with us. Working in Lawrence County work is one of the greatest joys that we have, when we get to not only provide and take care of our own families, but we get to invest in our community. So thank you so much for having me today.
At Bank of Dudley, we're your community, your bank. And with 7 branches to serve you, there's a Bank of Dudley close by. And there's a familiar face close by. The same familiar faces that you've seen for many years. The same people that you've grown to trust. Because that's what community banking is all about. 7 branches, local people, local decisions, local banking. That's the Bank of Dudley, serving our community since 1905.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
Thank you, Sarah, and we are so glad to have Sarah on board with us, with the foundation. I see there are several of the board members in here. Would you just raise your hand really briefly so people can see who you are? These folks are on our board with our Chamber Community Foundation, and I want to add in something that, just so you know, that the people that raised their hand just now, their companies have already invested in the Community Foundation. And then the Chamber of Commerce, along with our friends at the Development Authority, have made $25,000 contributions into that foundation. We want to keep Sarah here and be able to pay her. We also want to be able to invest in our future leaders in the community, and what a great way to be able to do it through a 501c3. So again, if you're interested in participating in any way there, we will appreciate that. I want to give one more big round of applause to Samantha here with Axis Spine and Pain. Let's thank her again for sponsoring that this morning. And then I'm going to turn over the time where we normally do our closing this morning. We got some wonderful, wonderful news to share with you this morning. So I'm going to invite my friend Jeremy Reagan here with Georgia First Bank to come up and share this. Help me welcome Jeremy.
Thank you, guys. I know that I'm the last thing standing between you and going out and taking over the world this morning, so I'll try to be brief. But I do think we should take a couple of minutes to recognize the ambassador program that the Chamber does every year. Georgia First is proud to be that sponsor once again for 2025. We have an outstanding group of individuals, either business folks or volunteers, that come on every single week, month, to help the Chamber and do it in their activities. And those are the people behind the scenes. We get to see the faces of the Chamber every time we're at an event. Little do we know that there are a group of folks that are coming and helping out and making sure that those events pulled off every single time. So with that, I'm going to ask Thomas Stenbridge to come up. And while he's walking up, I'm going to say a few kind words. Thomas is one of those guys that's here before the lights come on, and he's here after the lights go off. And without him, a lot of these events wouldn't pull off as smoothly as they do. He is the epitome of what a Chamber ambassador should be. So congratulations on the award for Ambassador of the Quarter.
Thank you.
He said that there was an award up at the front. He didn't tell me it was wrapped up, so there you go.
Thank you, and we'll get some pictures afterwards. So that is our program for this morning. I do want to add one really quick. I'd like to leave you with something motivational each time that we meet. I was talking with my good friend over here with Addington Place this morning and realized what an opportunity we have to serve in our community. And I'm so glad that people that are taking care of our senior folks in our community view that as an opportunity, and they get to do those things. So think about that when you go to work today. I really hope and pray, we talk about this a lot in our Bible study, I hope you get to go to work today. Sarah mentioned you have an opportunity to impact others in the type of day and the type of life that they're gonna have. Don't miss that opportunity. And along with that, you can help us make it another great day for business in Dublin and Lawrence County. We're adjourned.